Okay. Let's go over everything again. Poison affects the nervous system, digestive system. Poison known to cause internal bleeding and vomiting. Body in police custody. Here's the map of the restaurant where he could see them, but they couldn't see him. The entrance with the bell. Vial poison used to kill Luciano has Mendez's fingerprints. Bounty. I still think the bounty's bogus.
Yeah.
Listed at $1 million.
Alpha male.
Current on the brink of war. Okay. It's become increasingly clear that Francisco Mendez is being framed. Well, I'm gonna do what I did before and just freaking press everything again. Expose Kashari's lies.
Just spam it. Something has to come up.
Clearly the douchebag isn't in jail. Oh wait, did he just get out of jail? Something that wasn't that said at some point? I don't know. Wait, what was that? If only I was as optimistic as you. Never mind, I thought it was something useful. Okay, so it's not that. No redos in the very end are being freaking.
They're smacking us head with something.
It's clear who the true killer is. Liam Kashari. Fingerprints on the bottle prove he spoke to her. Any younger. Maybe this is something where I have to get a not guilty verdict. Like I have to screw up.
It might be, because we have nothing. There's nothing linking anything to anything. We can't disprove him.
The witness's attitude proves he's an irritable man.
Prone to anger, like...
I don't know. You wanna just look it up?
Yeah.
We literally have no evidence.
It's one word. Lose.
Okay. Are you serious?
No redos the very end, buddy.
Oops, I pressed. So we just have to...
Lose.
Here's my prosecutor's badge.
Yep. This
evidence proves the defense is wrong. Actually, no, but it does prove you're an idiot.
Excuse me? I'm not an idiot.
My patience is wearing thin, Mr. Williamson. I will not give you many more chances.
I mean, at this point, it should have just been like, you get one.
Yeah.
Here's my prosecutor badge.
There's a big hole in this testimony.
You don't?
My patience is wearing thin. If you truly have anything to rebut, then show it to us now. This is your last chance.
That apparently wasn't the right answer. I have to keep searching.
Oh, even he's getting desperate.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
I didn't mean to do that.
I have given you ample chances to prove your point. I believe we are finished here.
That's why they didn't want to just do the one. They wanted to have the tense.
Mr. Williamson, that is quite enough. Do you or do you not have anything to disprove the defense's claim?
No.
Then there is nothing more I can say. I must deliver my verdict. Your Honor, please do not listen to that man, Mr. Gavin. This is not how things happened, I swear to you. We have heard enough. Your guilt is clear to me, while the defendant's is not. Please, I did not do it. I am not a killer. Mr. Prosecutor Williamson, you know I did not. You cannot help me.
Your Honor, please listen. Just give us another day and we'll prove this all is somehow a sham.
I think not. The defense's claim has been very compelling. They've shown me everything I need to know. Mr. Jameson, you will help me, won't you? Bailiff, please take him to detention to wait his trial.
No, Mr. Kushari.
No, I am innocent. Please do not. I am innocent.
No!
Mr. Gavin, your case has convinced me. Thank you. I knew you'd see the light. Mr. Menderes, you have been wrongfully arrested. This court owes you an apology.
Accepted.
That's not to say I approve of your line of work.
Fair. You're about to hand out a verdict?
Yes, in fact. This court can't convict you on immorality alone. I don't believe it should be any surprise to anyone. In light of the evidence, I have found that I must declare the defendant Francisco Menderes.
Well...
Court is dismissed.
And that is how Obadiah lost his first case. Obie, holy cow, buddy, we just dropped the ball there. I mean, look at me. You know I never freak out like this. What happened? What happened? It was that forged bottle. There wasn't anything I could fight it with. I couldn't prove it was a fake or that they were lying. Nothing. Well, then we keep searching. We won't let it end like this. Menderes is a Rivales capo. He won't stay out of the game for long. Don't worry. When he does make another move, we'll be there to nab him. Forget Menderes. What about Mr. Kushari, or that little girl that they disappeared? I will pass on everything I know to Mr. Kushari's attorney. With any luck, he'll be able to uncover more and he can expose Gavin's lies. The girl? Yes, I agree. Finding her may get us a mistrial. A mistrial? Is that all you care about? I never said that, but she is not our duty. Is that right? Just like Mr. Kushari is no longer our duty. He's where he is now because we screwed up. Mr. Kushari doesn't need a prosecutor right now. He needs an attorney. While Menderes is free, he can do the same to anybody else. If we get a confession out of him, then yes, we might get Mr. Kushari acquitted. Stopping Menderes is our responsibility. This case alone will be a dead end. Your responsibility. I'm sorry? We didn't have the guns to deal with Menderes now and protect our witness. It's our fault he is where he is. I won't accept not having anything to do with it. What would you have me do? Protect him, save him, isn't that the least you can do? Him and the kid, they both need our help. You never left the mindset of a defense attorney. You're a good man and I know you mean well. Our fight is against the Rivales family, making sure they don't harm more people. Fine, you go find your one who got away. That's what this is really about. If they can't depend on you, doesn't mean it'll be the same with me. I'll save them on my own. Goodbye, Obadiah.
Who broke your nose?
Oh my god, he called him Obadiah. What? Think about what you're saying. I am. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know Mr. Kushari and the girl didn't poison anyone. I owe it to them to prove that. Hey, and there you have it. Your client is a murderer in the current dawn of the Rivales family.
Why the deception? You should have just told me.
If you'd known who Yossarian was right off the bat, you wouldn't have helped him. So I lied to you, and convinced him that not telling you his real name would help him in the long run. I believed I would win the case quickly, but I kept you as a contingency plan. Menderes's usual mob lawyers refused his defense. He requested anyone, and anyone just happened to be right there.
I mean, you came to my freaking agency, what?
Now that you know the truth, you are in too deep to back out.
I'm defending that monster because of you. What the hell, Williamson? What the hell?
I will explain. I did say that I would. I'm sure you have many questions. You need only ask.
I don't want to leave it like this.
We can't run away.
That must be why you have a grudge against defense attorneys. Kristoff destroyed your case, and well, you thought I did too, in my own way.
That is correct. MN6 was my final case until Mr. Parker's trial. Being out of the courts for so long, it wasn't good to me. Apart from you, Mr. Gavin was the only attorney I spoke to in 5 years. It left a sour feeling.
I can imagine. I'm not a huge fan myself. Kristoff was rotten, but you can't blame an entire profession on one person.
Obsession changes people. I was a fool, perhaps. I won't deny I've made mistakes. Surprisingly, you've given me hope.
You're probably gonna die, aren't you?
Oh man, red flags are popping up. It's strange to say, you who I'd hated all this time, and your integrity in protecting Miss Iris changed it all. It was a hard decision, and a horrible thing for me to make you do.
Yes, it was! I understand it had to be done, but you manipulated me. You lied to me and tricked me just like you've been doing now. You have the audacity to claim you have the moral high ground? Did you ever stop to think about what you might do to me or her? Williamson! Pearl wanted it. She would have been heartbroken if I'd made Iris take her place. I couldn't do it.
You did the right thing.
I know. What has Menderes been doing since then?
Laying low, mostly. At least until recently. He dropped out of the spotlight after the case. My sources tell me his uncle was placated, but still far from happy. Menderes had gone behind his back and risked a gang war. He was a liability.
Whatever became of that?
The gang war? Well, several prominent members of the Cadaverini leadership were killed shortly after. With that, they fell apart. The soldiers either went to Rivales or the Katakis.
Did Rivales do it?
I never found out, but Menderes' relationship with him got even worse after that. He was effectively fired from the gang, if you can be fired from organized crime. He was quiet for some time. Then one day, we discovered another Rivales capo slashed from the shoulders to groin.
Ow!
It was a sword.
A sword? Oh!
Yes, Sir Galante. Of course, we didn't know anything about him at the time, but the bodies started to pile up over the years. Same MO, all Rivales leadership. But not Menderes. Never Menderes. You can see where I'm heading with this.
You thought it was Menderes, so you took the case.
That man is the only reason I did. I jumped at the opportunity. It was finally a chance to get close to the family. I was the one who recommended the police force collaborate with them. Judge not right, I wasn't the one making the final decision. It was all to catch a serial murderer.
And it wasn't Menderes, or even Mr. Parker.
No, that was a royal embarrassment. But we did catch Sir Galante, the biggest red herring of my entire career.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Virgil Black is dead, most likely killed by the family. Maybe Menderes himself. He did lead somewhere, just not how you expected he would.
Maybe. We'll see if he is the final key to everything.
What happened to Mr. Kushari?
Oh, excuse me. He is currently serving a life sentence. The appeals were able to rescue him from a capital conviction, but the man's life is ruined.
There isn't anything that can be done for him?
If there was, I'm sure Mr. Jameson would have tried it. The only way would be to prove that he wasn't guilty of first-degree murder.
It might be too much to ask for Menderes to just confess. But we have Pearl, what?
If only it was that easy. He has no reason to confess. He already won. Mr. Jameson thought he had everything figured out. He spoke to me in the lobby during Sister Iris's trial. None of what he said made any sense. A lot of it was just blabbering. He was certain Miss Pearl's fake kidnapping would somehow clear Mr. Kushari. He wanted to act immediately. I cautioned him to wait, but he'd stopped listening to me a long time ago. That was the last time I saw him. 2 days later, we found him dead. He confronted that madman and got killed for it.
So this trial and the last trial were 2 days apart. Why didn't you go with him? You two have both been trying to solve MN6.
I should have been there, but now it's just me and Menderes. I'll see the man go down in flames tomorrow if it's the last thing I do.
It's not just you two. I know people have been just as hurt by him.
So you're with me?
I'm with whichever side fights for the truth. I'm gonna make sure we expose the secret that Jimmy died for.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I knew I could trust your judgment. Thank you. Right.
Okay, one last question. Why the deception? You've been leading me around like a dog. I'm defending maybe the most dangerous man I've ever met, and for what? You have some kind of vendetta against Menderes. Why trick me into defending him?
Because I don't want you to defend him.
You want me to throw the case?
You hate Menderes. I hate Menderes. Finnegan Hood and his daughter are wild cards. They might ruin everything. I've worked too hard for this. If it comes to it, Menderes must not walk free.
So I should step down?
No. If there's no defense, he might call for a retrial. If that happens, he'll receive a court-appointed attorney, and who knows what might happen. I know you would do anything to see justice, no matter the cost. You proved that to me with Miss Pearl. Menderes is more guilty than she. You can surely see that. I don't want to see him escape solely based on some technicality. We need to have it so that we know it reaches the right outcome. The just outcome.
And the just outcome is you and me controlling what the jury do and don't see?
There are many unsolved questions. You simply will not have any answers for them.
But what if I do have the answers?
Do you want Menderes put away or don't you? The man killed 3 men by his own hand. He tried to assassinate Miss May. Mr. Jameson was butchered, right? Butchered. That beast took a shovel and bashed in his skull until we couldn't recognize him. Mr. Jameson, who only ever wanted to help a little child and a falsely accused man. I cannot let this killer go free.
You're doing just what I did. I decided to defend him because I was overly emotional and I thought I could fix things. Menderes is evil, I have no arguments there. When you first told me the family was involved, I thought of what he almost did to Maya. My only thought was wanting to see him burn. But I don't think that's what Jimmy died for. Abusing our roles, hiding facts from the jury, this isn't right. And it isn't like you either. You're a good man despite the gruff exterior. You know there's something wrong with this. Deep down you realize it, don't you? Don't you?
You're right. Mr. Jameson died to find the truth. He was more committed than I ever will be. If I do this, I might as well spit on his grave.
You were angry over the death of a good friend. It's understandable.
Understandable, but that doesn't make it all right. I'm ashamed you had to see me this way. Forget we ever had this conversation. Just forget everything about it. Please, leave so that I can gather my thoughts. The case is far from over. I want to make sure that it reaches the proper end. Through just me. What was I thinking?
Jerkass. Yes?
Oh, sir,
ahead.
am I speaking to Phoenix right?
Speaking. Oh no, this isn't good.
Where are you now, sir?
I'm at the prosecutor's office, just leaving.
Well, sir, I'm hoping you can get here as quickly as possible. Something's wrong.
Wrong? And you need me?
Yes, sir. It's about your daughter.
Yeah,
oh,
go figure.
No.
Go figure. It's just twisting the tip of my dick. I don't want this to end. I don't want to end it now whenever it's getting interesting. Meanwhile. Are we going to be playing as Trucy?
Oh, man. It's a cliffhanger. Come on.
No, I don't do cliffhangers.
I do cliffhanger. Did you finish checking the prints on the outside door?
Plus, if I can stall this for another 7 minutes, that makes another 30-minute episode.
Man, we've done that twice already. Gladys didn't come through that door, okay? That creeper Hood must have just been making stuff up on the fly. Gladys Porter's the only ones you've been looking for? Well, she's the one that got accused, right? Just take it that she was innocent. I knew that much. If Wright is correct, somebody else may have entered here. I won't let him beat me with something as unmissable as strange handprints on the cellar door. You didn't find any from anybody else? You mean nobody who shouldn't have been there?
This is like a friggin' conversation between two people that don't speak English.
I know, it's just like, what happened? No, that door is not suspicious at all. Neither of the Hoods opened it either? Well, if they did a darn good job wiping off their prints and only theirs. There's just Stuffer Menderes and then the police force. And Wright and the girl, you know, anybody who's come through it during the investigation.
Wait, did he just say Menderes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he know that Menderes is Yossarian?
He shouldn't. Shh. The girl. Mark Waters, where is Trucy Wright?
Why do you have to say everyone's full name?
Because it's Franny. I don't know. Ugh. Hey, don't look at me. You were having me examine the stupid door. You let her just disappear? Phoenix Wright will kill me if anything happens to her.
I don't think Von Karma would fear Phoenix in any way.
This is an older Von Karma, I guess. Hey, the kid knows magic. She probably cast a vanishing spell or something. No.
You're an idiot.
She is a magician, not a witch. Find her this instant.
Uh-oh.
She's just fucking gone, okay?
We joke.
Let's see.
Are we really going to be playing as Trucy?
We're playing as Trucy. Let's see. There's so much to look for. The Sir Galante, Mr. Webb, MN6, the shooting at Kurain, these new ones. Where to start? I think Daddy's told me enough to begin with. And as soon as I've skimmed these reports he wrote, I might be ready. Trucy Wright, ace amateur crime investigator. Has a nice
What?
ring to it.
Two of those, that's oxymoronical.
Oh no, who was that? Is that them? Did they follow me here? Stay calm. It might be okay. Think, what would Daddy do?
Panic, piss himself, and pass out.
He'd break down that door. Well, I'm not doing that. Just keep calm, stay quiet, and maybe they'll go away. Ah!
Well, now they know you're there. Trucy? Oh.
Oh, hey, Maya?
What the hell are you doing here?
Why were you banging on the door like that? I heard you scream. Are you okay? It's okay. I just thought you were somebody else.
Oh, hello, Pearl.
Yeah. Shut up. You came back. You don't know how happy I am to see you. I just thought I should check up here. I thought maybe well, it's okay, Maya. You don't need to make excuses with me.
Hello, Jimmy.
Hello.
It's like Obadiah is your only unique voice.
Yep, pretty much. I got your message. I hope you're coming back. Wasn't a bad idea.
So am I going to be Trucy with Maya as the assistant?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, don't worry. It's just murderous thugs making incredible death threats to us. No big. So, what have I missed? Well...
There are murderous thugs making credible death threats.
No big. You see, Daddy took a big case because he felt bad, and first maybe Shelley the killer had killed two people, and Daddy found out the killer man wasn't connected at all to the case, but he decided to keep on searching for Miss Porter, and then Miss Porter fell in the Revalis family, and Mr. Jameson died, and fucking...
Okay, there was just a fucking put in there.
I mean, she was talking really fast.
I just like the random fucking...
And we're both afraid that they're going to come after us now to stop us. You're probably all going to die. I never should have left. Should what?
I don't know.
I knew Nick would feel guilty about what happened to her.
You picked that out of what she said?
I just didn't know how to talk about it. What was I supposed to say? Pearl's in jail. Jail? I know Nick didn't want it any more than I did, but I can say everything's fine, but that doesn't make it any hurt any less. Would you rather he let her go? I don't know. Maybe. Is there really a simple answer? I tried so hard to wrap my mind around it, but I just can't. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stay here. But you came back. I did. You said the Revalis family is threatening you? Daddy, Mr. Williams, and maybe you and me. They're still saying they'll kill you? Why won't they stop? This is my fault. Oh, okay.
You're lying!
Why are you lying, man? Stop lying. Huh? Oh, I tensed up.
It's just, I just imagine the bracelet, like she feels the bracelet tighten, and then she just shits herself, like, ah, what the fuck?
Dang it, Polly. Oh, the bracelet is reacting to Maya.
Forgot to give it back.
If she knows anything, I should find out. Maya, is there anything you want to tell me? No, not really. Don't worry about me. Are you sure? Okay, that's a no. Maya doesn't want to hide anything, but she might if she feels guilty about it. She'll tell me, but it might take a bit of prodding. Yes, prod. So So much crazy stuff is going on. You wouldn't believe it. Part of me isn't surprised at all. Say, Trucy, shouldn't you be investigating with Nick? Well, about that. We had to split up if we were going to get anything done.
What exactly have you gotten done?
I went back here and started reading. Makes sense. I hope you told him that. Oh, he knows what I'm doing. Says that all of his recent cases have something to do with each other.
Yeah, the fucking family.
Something to do with each other. We just don't know what. And I know I've heard some of the names that Mr. Williamson told us about in MN6. There was a
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan. There was a Mr. Parker he talked about. Didn't you defend him? I didn't know. I didn't defend him. She was just there.
Yeah,
he did.
That's what she does. She's just there.
He's a really good person. I know if you went to him, he'd help you. But isn't he in jail?
Why were you him?
That won't be a problem if we just call the chief prosecutor. We're going to call Edgy Poo? The chief?
Apparently.
Oh, that is a really good idea.
That is really good idea.
That is a really good idea. I can make a call to him and he'll give you permission for anything. In fact, I'll see if he can let you meet anybody who might be connected to MN6. I can make him see things your way. Our way. Sounds good, thanks, Maya. You go do your thing, Trucy. I'll find some way to help. We'll finish this together.
She just got sad. Hey, you see this? Oh.
Depression hits hard.
Her eyes are... Is that it?
Yeah, no. Oh, I guess so. Maya, you're crying. Me? No, it's nothing. Your eyes start to water when you say still. They're still wanting to kill us. Daddy barely knew about the Ravalis family until the whole thing was that we're back to the psychedelic background. It's making me ooh.
Gygus, get the hell out of here.
And he didn't even do anything to them until he got Mr. Togamera arrested. Why would they have been angry at him before that? It wasn't before. They must have just been mad over Togamera. No, I don't think so. I've done some research and they wouldn't be angry for that.
What?
The people.
Take that.
Well, does this do anything for you?
Was it supposed to? Might have been my goal. I don't think it's really making your point. Guess not, Drat. I guess I'll have to try that again.
Barely knew about the Ravalos family before the whole thing with Circolante. Didn't do anything to them until he got Togamera arrested. Why would they have been angry at him before that? It wasn't before. They must have just been mad over Togamera. They wouldn't be angry for Togamera. Why would they not be angry for Togamera? What?
What? They were angry over...
Come on, mouse. Come on, mouse. Okay.
Take that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Was I not paying attention, or am I just stupid?
I guess we don't have it yet.
Okay, so that's a thing we can do. Ah, what is happening?
Just a slow fade to white.
Okay, so we're supposed to go. We're supposed to go explore first. All right. That's another 3.5 hours of recording, and we're still not done. Kill me.
See you next time.